Welcome back to Writing, first graders. Today you're going to finally work on the ending part of your fiction story. Today you will introduce a solution and show how the problem got fixed. And two, you will learn all about what dialogue is and add quotation marks to your story. Writers can show character dialogue. What does the word dialogue mean? When two or more characters are having a conversation, this is called dialogue. How do we show dialogue? If you've noticed, in some books, you can add speech bubbles to your drawings, or you don't have to. This is a writer and illustrator's choice. In sentences, we add quotation marks, and quotation marks are a type of punctuation mark. They are used to show when a character or person starts speaking and shows when a character or person stops speaking. For example, here's how you can use quotation marks to show two characters or more speaking. "Hi, how are you?" said Bluebird. "Hello, I am great," said Redbird. This is definitely a dialogue. They're having a conversation, but there are no quotation marks. This is how we add quotation marks. First, you add a set of quotation marks to show the beginning of when a character is speaking, and then you close that sentence by adding quotation marks at the end to show when that character has stopped speaking. We do the same to show what the next character says. This is where Redbird started speaking, and this shows when Redbird finished speaking. Today, try it on one or more of your pages. If you don't have a secondary character, you can create one, or you can add quotation marks in any part of your story when your character says something. For example, sometimes a character yells all on their own. Maybe they're not having a conversation with another character, but it still shows when a character is speaking. For example, "Ouch," said Julie the squirrel. Julie the squirrel wasn't speaking to anyone, but the word ouch is what Julie said out loud. So you can go ahead and add quotation marks if your character says something on their own. Today, you will need to go back and review your video for one last time. Look over all the details you added as you shared your story and listen carefully to the details that you shared with your solution. You might even want to go back to your planning page and go over the part where you wrote your solution. Remember, you have paper choices. You can choose as many pages as you need. You can print the pages or use paper from home. Let's look closely at the ending of Sheila Ray the Brave and pay close attention to how Kevin Hanks introduces a solution in his story. He shares a solution in the sentences and shows a solution in the picture. Louise hugged Sheila Ray and said, "I know the way home." So Kevin Hanks showed Louise hugging Sheila Ray and telling her everything's going to be okay. At the end, they found the way home. Today, you can go ahead and add details to show how the story ended. And in your drawing, make sure to show how the character feels. Remember, you can change your solution if you need to. And sometimes the secondary character fixes the problem instead. And that's okay. Writers always go back to the beginning of their story in order to remember where they left off. Here's my example. Dottie always made her own choices, whether she was at home or school. She painted when she wanted to. She played games when she wanted to. No one can tell Dottie what to do. Dottie was very stubborn. One day, Dottie started to notice that she was dropping things and bumping into walls. She knew exactly what the problem was. She needed glasses. This was the worst news Dottie told her parents, and the doctor gave her glasses. She said, "I'm not wearing them." Dottie did everything she could not to take her glasses to school. She tried to hide them under her pillow, but her parents noticed and placed them back in her backpack. At school, she tried to throw her glasses away, but her kind classmate said, "I think these belong to you." Dottie had to put the glasses back on. Now I'm up to my solution. Today I'm going to go ahead and add quotation marks into the part where a secondary character speaks or even my main character. It wasn't until art class that Dottie noticed her teacher was also wearing pink glasses. The teacher said, "Dottie, glasses make you unique and special and help you learn better." Since that day, Dottie always wore her glasses and never bumped into things again. I chose to add quotation marks to show what the art teacher said. I showed when she started speaking, and I added a set of quotation marks at the very end. Today you will do the same. Try to find one or even more pages to add quotation marks. Today for your assignment, you will add the solution to your story. You will try your best to add character dialogue, show your character talking to someone else, or maybe show your character saying something out loud. And don't forget your quotation marks. Have a great time writing the very end of your fiction stories. Goodbye, first grade friends.